Hey, summer is here. It's Deanne Conrad, Community Relations Supervisor with the school district, and Dr. Brian Maher, our superintendent. Summer does not mean that our buildings are closed down. They are, many of them are closed down for cleaning and that type of thing, but there's still a lot of activity that goes on in the summer months.
Summer is here. That means no more blizzards, right? The April blizzard was the last of the snow for at least a while.
Let's hope so.
Right, well, good.
For a couple of months.
You're exactly right. Things don't slow down. Really, the energy just changes.
Shifts.
There's a lot going on. We're still right in the middle of the hiring season for all of our positions. We're still hiring administrators. We're still hiring teachers. We're still hiring custodial staff. We're really in the beginning phases of hiring EAs, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of support personnel who support that ever important teacher in the classroom for the coming year. So that never really ends. It just has peaks and valleys.
Right.
We're still in a peak when it comes to that hiring process. I promise you can walk down the hall to human resources and see we're still in the peak for those hires. So that's critical.
Yeah.
We have some summer programs that hopefully will help some of our kids be ready for the coming school year. One of those is our summer Klein program in its third year, where we're giving kids a helping dose of reading and math and fun from the summer. And we have a lot of teachers putting in time and helping kids to achieve and to be where their peers are and to help them have a more successful school experience.
Right.
We have a program called Ready to Learn that, thanks to the generosity of the United Way, helps our incoming students, kids who are unable to get into a preschool program, gives them an opportunity to have a preschool experience the summer before kindergarten begins. And it's amazing to look at the statistics and see how well those kids do with just that little bringing them up to speed or getting them ready to learn prior to beginning that school process.
Right. So we're grateful for those of you who participate in United Way donations and things like that. That's one of the programs that your dollars are helping support, is getting those kids acclimated so that it doesn't take the first 2 weeks or a month of school for them to feel comfortable, but they already know this is where you put your backpack, this is what we do when we sit down and learn to read, and here's what that looks like. So kids without preschool experience may not have had those opportunities.
May not even know what the teacher is.
Yeah.
Just as have heard mom or dad talk about the teacher, but now they get to see what that adult in the room looks like, and putting on a coat, standing in line, just those simple little things that I think as adults we take for granted, that somewhere along the line somebody has to learn those things.
Right, exactly. And very important for their future success, so they can focus on the learning, on the academics and that type of things as well. We have some just basic construction projects that are going on, nothing of substantial magnitude this summer, but some fix-it repairs, roofs and just parking lot kind of things, the basics. But there's a lot to get done in a short amount of time.
There's a lot to get done. You know, when you think of the last, let's say, 10 years in the Sioux Falls School District, and the growth that we've had as a school district, as a community and as a school district, has manifested itself into new buildings and additions and just a lot of construction in the summer. And we don't have that so much this summer because we're waiting to see, do we pass the bond issue? So we begin that process all over again. So a little bit of a slow time, if you will. Jeff Kreider probably wouldn't agree with that in operational services, but a little bit of a slow time in terms of construction for us right now. But that still we still got lawns to take care of, and buildings to clean, and roofs
hallways
to fix,
wax,
and hallways to wax, and all of those things that you do when your buildings are available. And they're available this summer, and they're available for a little shorter period of time because we're making the transition from one calendar to another. So there will be a lot of things happening this summer, but it won't be new buildings or additions onto buildings.
Right, so we'll hold out and see what our community says about a future bond election, or at that bond election. in September. And in the meantime then, we continue to take care and maintain the buildings that we have and make them buildings that students are excited to return to, making them fresh and new and clean and ready to return to on August 23rd.
I'm glad you knew that date.
Well, it is earlier than the past 3 years, but we return to a calendar that puts us in school before the Labor Day holiday. So August 23rd it is this next year. Thanks for joining us today on Envision.